Good morning, Vietnam! It is Ryan.
And it is Trevor. Woohoo! Going to enchant a bow for you guys.
Here we go. I don't even know what that means.
No, that's actually pretty good. Power 4 is awesome. So.
Okay, so today Ryan will be doing his top 10.
I was supposed to say that.
I know, but I'm just gonna do your lines for you, all right?
Okay.
Ryan will be doing his top 10 movies of 2010, and he is awesome.
Okay, so so my number 10. No, I'm just kidding. You can say that.
This kid knows his way around a joke, and I do not, clearly, because I just messed it up right in the beginning. So, starting with number 10, The Social Network. This is David Fincher's, one of his finer movies, not as good as Fight Club, no way. And a lot of people think, well, that should have beat The King's Speech, but I don't think so. It's still a really great movie, awesomely edited. I love the score. The piano is just so cool and so simple.
You're gonna be hearing it in the background right now.
Mm-hmm. And Jesse Eisenberg. I mean, he's kind of similar to how he always is, but it's still awesome because he really knows how to say lines quickly. And Andrew Garfield and Justin Timberlake were good in their roles, and
Okay,
what do you want to say? Go for it.
I thought it was very well directed. Just saying.
Yeah, David Fincher's one of the best, so that's no surprise.
What else has he done?
Fight Club, Seven, Panic Room, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Yeah, no thanks. And people are gonna get mad because I'm probably forgetting some of his more popular. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, which I was disappointed with, but still amazing performance by Rooney Mara, who's also really good in the opening scene of the Social Network. So, all right, moving on to number 9.
Oh yeah, I love that opening scene.
Ben Affleck's The Town. And Ben Affleck really knows how to direct a movie. He's better at directing than acting, and he could have cast someone else as the main guy in this movie, but, it still totally works.
Who's
What?
the dude in it?
Ben Affleck.
Oh.
He cast
in it?
himself as the main guy. Same with Argo. Anyway, and with Gone Baby Gone, he did his brother, Casey Affleck, and that worked out pretty well. But anyway, so The Town is...
Did you just say Bennyway?
What?
Bennyway.
Whatever, Bennyway. Back to what I was saying, Bennyway. What was I saying? Right, The Town. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeehaw. Really great acting by Jeremy Renner, who got his second nomination in 2 years in a row for this movie. He is just awesome. So is actually Blake Lively is pretty good in this movie, which you wouldn't think, but she is. And Rebecca Hall is really good. John Hamm is fine.
Doesn't like Blake Lively sing or something?
Blake Lively is just not that good actress.
She sounds like a country singer.
No.
Okay.
Maybe in the shower, but I don't know. Anyway, The Town is just awesomely intense with great dialogue. You know what? I haven't seen the movie in a while. That's why I can't say that much about it. Probably should have watched a few of these movies before doing this, but I know that I would still really like it if I watched it again. And so I'm just going to move on. Number 8, Martin Scorsese's Shutter Island, starring Leonardo DiCaprio in a really great role as a detective who is investigating the escape of a patient on an insane asylum that is on a scary island. And his partner is Mark Ruffalo, and Ben Kingsley runs the joint, and he's awesome as always. And
I like Mark Ruffalo. He's good.
Mark Ruffalo is actually awesome, and I will get to him in a while, but not quite yet. So Shutter Island had an awesome twist in the end that I loved, and what else? Scorsese is just awesome at directing, so of course that's a plus. And there's a scene where Leo has a flashback to a lake house.
Oh man, some people got so disturbed by that.
And Michelle Williams is in the scene, and that scene is effective as hell.
Yeah.
It's not one of, I wouldn't call it, like, it might be in the top 10 Scorsese movies, actually, probably, but it's not, like, one of the really great ones. Not like, Casino and Goodfellas and Taxi Driver and Raging Bull and stuff, but, very, yeah, I just list every Scorsese movie. No, it's better than quite a few of them, though. So, number 7, the Best Picture winner, The King's Speech. Colin Firth perhaps deserved his Oscar, I guess, I don't know. But, he's definitely not the only great thing about this movie. Everything about this movie seems like it would bore me, but it doesn't. And it's actually quite funny and charming and cute, and Jeffrey Rush is quite great in it. Helena Bonham Carter. Trevor does not like her because she is odd looking.
No, she's just kind of annoying. Whatever.
She's
good in Fight Club, though.
She's good in The King's Speech, nominated. And the movie's got awesome cinematography, and I say that about a lot of movies, but they all happen to have pretty good cinematography, and The King's Speech does too. And haven't seen this one in a while either. All I can say is that I really cared about this guy the whole movie, and it was really fun to watch him and Colin Firth and Jeffrey Rush in their little sessions together. I thought that it was very entertaining. And so, yeah, The King's Speech, great movie. Number 6 is Why Mark Ruffalo is Awesome. The Kids Are Alright. Also starring Julianne Moore, who's one of my faves, and Annette Bening, who was nominated for it over Julianne Moore. Interesting. And a young girl named Mia Wasikowska, or something like that.
Mia
Wasikowska. Yeah, Wasikowska, that's it.
Got him.
She is really great in this movie, but I think Mark Ruffalo may have taken it from them. And what? What's the big deal?
A creeper just blew house up.
A creeper just blew something up?
I'll be right back in a second.
Bye. Alright, so Trevor's fixing that thing up. Sorry about his outburst there. He missed his anger management class earlier.
Don't say that.
So, back to The Kids Are Alright. What was I saying? Right, I didn't care for Mark Ruffalo before this movie, but then I saw it and I loved him. And he's actually a really great actor, because I also saw You Can Count on Me, which he was awesome in. Loved him in that. And also a not too good of a movie called Reservation Road that he was also great in. Probably the best thing about it, even though it had Joaquin Phoenix and Jennifer Connelly. But back to The Kids Are Alright. This movie is an awesome family dramedy, and I was very interested in all the little things that happened. And so yeah, it's just about a couple of lesbian mothers and their children who find their sperm donor, their mother's sperm donor, whatever, who is Mark Ruffalo, and decide to get to know him. And then things get a little naughty, and one of the lesbians actually starts cheating with the straight guy. So that's pretty interesting. And it was very fun to watch, and it was funny, and it was also very sad, and Mark Ruffalo put a tear in my eye, so good for him. Number 5, Frozen. So, not many people have seen Frozen, and those who have did not think it was that good, but I love it. And so Trevor loves this movie too, I think. It is, as he called it, the most intense movie experience ever. It's about 3 people who get stuck on a chairlift at the end. That's what the movie is. And it is awesome.
Oh my God.
And the dialogue is great, and you wouldn't think that a movie could maintain such darkness and intensity all on one chairlift, but it does, and it exceeds my expectations, and so I loved it. There's not even really much else you can say about the movie. It surprised me. What about you, Trev?
I was watching it on my computer, and I was like, seriously, I actually like was on the edge of my seat. That was like, okay, you better not blow up. That was like such an intense, just
my dad is a nice, calm guy, but throughout the movie, he was cursing like a sailor. He was really, he found it pretty much as intense as I did. It's not, it might look like a horror movie. Murdered. Sorry about that. Once again, folks, Trevor lost his temper again. And so while he's patching this thing up again, I will move on to number 4, Kick-Ass.
Woo.
This movie surprised me greatly. I was not expecting to actually be emotionally affected by Kick-Ass. And hell to the yeah was I emotionally moved by Kick-Ass. So, that alone puts it at number 4 on the list, but it's also just really well made, and it's cool how, I think it's awesome that these people don't actually have superpowers, they just kill people. And I just think it's cool that they didn't actually give them superpowers like any other comic book superhero movie. So I think that's really cool, and I think Nicolas Cage was awesome. And they did steal the soundtrack from Sunshine and 28 Days Later, both composed by John Murphy, but they definitely put them to good use once again. And the one from Sunshine definitely is what moved me. So thank you, Kick-Ass, for surprising me like you did. What do you want to say about Kick-Ass, Trevor?
It is very funny.
Yeah, it's pretty funny too. And surprisingly brutal.
Yeah.
And Chloe Moretz is such a boss. What a great kid. Number 3, The Fighter. So, Christian Bale was due for an Oscar, and this was definitely his time, and he deserved what he got.
And that girl.
Amy Adams was really good, and Melissa Leo won her Oscar too for it, so good for her. And Mark Wahlberg is just there, but he's still, he's Mark Wahlberg. It's fine. Hey, Marky Mark. How's it going?
Oh.
Just a shout out to my bro, Marky Mark. Yo, dog, it's been a while. You haven't talked to me in a long time, and it's kind of, it makes me really hurt inside. Anyway, The Fighter. I don't know how I got, okay. So, once again, I just haven't seen the movie in a while, but I know that I love it so much.
Well
And
directed.
Definitely David O. Russell, who's so awesome, and also did Silver Linings Playbook. So anyway, the acting is great by everybody, and yeah. So, crap. Have you seen The Fighter, Trevor?
Yes.
Have you seen it somewhat recently?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
It's been 1 year ago.
All right. Is there anything you can say about it? Because I pretty much forget the movie.
Let's go with Christian Bale's really awesome.
Christian Bale's awesome. I think that might even be the main reason why it's where it is on my list, is just because Christian Bale was...
And also, it's just an entertaining movie. Like, there's not like...
Yeah, and it's not the kind of drama that tries to like make you cry and that kind of stuff. Actually, just like quite a few of these movies, it's actually pretty funny. And I related to these people. They're real people, and it was
What the heck is that?
what? It was well, let me explain. I actually can't. I'm gonna move on to number 2. Number 2 is Toy Story 3. That's right, it's number 2. Toy Story 3 is number 2. So, yeah. This is my favorite animated movie ever. I feel like such a kid when I watch the movie because it's so weird how these little animated toys are getting into some wild situations. And I actually give a crap what happens to them. And I look forward to how they're going to get out of these situations because I have no idea how the hell they're going to do it. And the movie was rightfully nominated for Best Screenplay, actually wrongfully because it was nominated for Adapted just because there were 2 movies before it. But
What?
yeah, I know, isn't that crap?
What?
So, but it actually becomes like Ocean's 11 pretty much, and
Yeah.
how they're trying to get out of the place. And Ned Beatty as the Pink Bear was awesome. And once again, this movie put a tear in my eye and I wasn't expecting it. So many of these movies made me almost cry while I was totally not expecting it. And I think it's awesome that this got a Best Picture nomination, but I also, personally don't think that they should even allow animated movies to get nominated, since there's already a category for that. Same with foreign movies.
And it won for...
Yeah, of course it did. Like,
So it's stupid, yeah.
Yeah, because if it's nominated for Best Picture, then of course it's going to win Animated Feature, because none of the other animated movies were nominated for Best Picture, so clearly it's the best. And it's, yeah, and that just grinds my gears a little bit. But anyway, love Toy Story 3. Of course, it's amazingly made, and I could watch it every day. So there you go. Okay, before number one, some honorable mentions. I have a lot because 2010 was a great year, so I'm just gonna speed through these. Black Swan, Book of Eli. Oh, by the way, these are not in any particular order. Buried, True Grit, Inception, Submarine, Trust, Animal Kingdom, Cyrus. And comedy-wise, MacGruber actually made me laugh my ass off. I was not expecting that. There's one scene, I can't really get into it, but I was crying. I was definitely crying. And
Wow, all these movies are making...
all these movies are supposed to be funny and they make me cry. Yeah, no, I was crying of laughter though. It was so freaking hilarious. And it's 2 back-to-back scenes actually. One of them is between Will Forte and Kristen Wiig in a bedroom, and then the scene after that is between Will Forte and Maya Rudolph in a graveyard, and I was dying. It is so funny.
It sounds like Bridesmaids.
Bridesmaids. They are both in it. So, and Scott Pilgrim, I was not expecting to laugh at that movie. I'm surprised I even watched that movie, because I knew that I would hate it, but it was Brian's number one at the time, so I decided, alright, I'll just watch it, and I laughed. And Edgar Wright is actually a great director. He did Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead, and so I guess that might have added to why I saw it. I didn't care for why am I talking about Scott Pilgrim so much? Whatever, it made me laugh. Okay.
No, go
So,
ahead. I don't care. It's fine.
Number one. I'm going to do number one. It is 127 hours. So, Danny Boyle is one of my favorite directors, and he kicked so much ass with 127 hours, directorially. I mean, it's the whole movie, not the whole movie, I guess there's maybe 20 minutes that aren't at a rock, but the rest of it is at a rock. You're watching a guy standing at a rock for the whole movie, and it is awesome. And at times you feel how claustrophobic it would be, and how awful it would be to be stuck there. And at times you go through the emotions that he does when he's remembering his family and his girlfriend or whoever she is, and and it's just, it's also funny. I mean, geez, all these movies, they're dramas that are funny. And there's this scene that is hilarious and depressing at the same time, where he's doing a fake talk show with himself.
Yeah.
And you see him go through so many emotions while being comedic. And what?
I think out of all these movies, my favorite cinematography.
Cinematography is awesome, actually, yeah. And the editing, as always, with Danny Boyle movies, is great. And the soundtrack is really cool. And the actual amputation scene that was so, I don't know about controversial, it just made a lot of people faint and stuff. I mean, it's really,
What?
it's not that bad.
Faint?
Faint. It's not that bad.
Oh my god.
I mean, the thing is, you don't
So
actually,
well done.
you don't see that much of it even. You just pretty much hear the stuff that happens, but I mean, it definitely is effective, but I don't think that it's faint-worthy. But I mean, that's just me, whatever. And that was a really great theater experience, front row, or close to it at least. That was one of the better theater experiences that I've had.
You know what's funny? I actually saw opposite of that. I saw it on a plane, but
Oh.
still, but I'm right in front of the screen, so
Mhm.
it's good because it was on the back of the seat.
Mhm. And the ending, like every Danny Boyle movie is pretty dark and then just has a really nice uplifting ending, and it totally works again here. So there you have it. 127 Hours Best of 2010, which was a great year for movies. And that just about wraps it up. So we really hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you didn't,
Why not?